It was a dark night when two of the draconic messengers glided into the throne room. The first was dressed in armor, the shades of fire and blood. The second in shades of rain, storm and malice. The room was dimly lit from an unseen source, casting shadows across the walls in undefined shapes. In the center of the back wall lay an empty throne, if you could call it that. This thing was no more than a stone chair, yet at its feet smoke swirled from an unknown source. The two scaled warriors landed, sending echoes through the room, at the foot of the throne. With subtle uncertainty they bowed down as if to an invisible king. "Do not kneel," an empty voice echoed across the room. "Those who kneel before royalty with a sword are likely to have their heads removed from their shoulders." The two messengers rose nervously, glancing at the throne. Upon the throne sat another draconic dressed in silver armor, ounce the color of moonlight. Yet now it seemed darkened, bashed and bruised, fractured with shadow. "Do, pray tell, reveal why you are disturbing me." The fire-armored messenger stepped forward, muttering, not out of fear but out of sorrow. "The humans, they attacked the riverside camp," the warriors sighed. "None of the hatchlings survived." The rain-armored messenger proceeded to add, "It appears the training plan failed. They stood no chance." This had been the first time he had spoken since the camp burnt, his tone of voice matching the color of his armor. "I propose that we retreat and regroup, recall the forces and replan the next move." A great echo of a dragon roar echoed across the room, but not of anger or of sadness. Wherever the dragon was, it was laughing cruel, hate-filled laughter. "Do you want to know what I hate most?" The figure on the throne whispered, better yet hissed. "Is a betrayer. Don't get me wrong, slyness is something common within a dragon's blood. They don't call me SssethelissS, the silver tongue, for nothing but." Her voice became raspy as anger began to boil up and slip between her words. "I do hate a betrayer that believes they can stand in front of me and trick my own words to work against me." The laughter was roaring more around the room and increased in volume, shaking the messenger's wings. The red warrior turned round to see the blue shivering and stepping back, stammering something about misunderstanding. "No, I don't think so," SssethelissS said as the smoke began to swirl and shiver in unnatural movements, wrapping around the traitor's wings, tail, legs and finally neck. The traitor scrabbled at the smoke around his neck, trying to claw it off, only to claw at his own flesh, pulling chunks of it away. "Oh, there is no point scratching," SssethelissS snarled. "After all, smoke isn't solid." The traitor screeched out in pain as the smoke tightened. Although it was not solid, somehow it was choking him. The smoke twisted and turned, dislocating his arms and his legs, forcing him into a kneel. "Oh, what?" SssethelissS laughed. "Did I say about kneeling?" With those words the smoke around the traitor's neck twisted one last time, slicing it clean off. "Now, you there, I want you to send a message to the imbecilic attackers that dared harm the camp." SssethelissS purred in a calming tone. "Of course, Your Majesty, and what will this message be?" The warrior spoke in a strangely calm tone, as if one sentence from the Queen had calmed him. The smoke began to swirl again, rolling the head of the traitor to the warrior's feet. "Send them a message of blood," SssethelissS growled in a monotone voice. "Let us see how long their army's vigilance will last."